Hello YouTube friends, it's Dale from Whatever the Weather May Be. Welcome. This is kind of a odd video for me because I don't usually put my face on the camera, but I'm going to try really hard to step out of my comfort box and start videoing this way, at least for some of my videos. If you are a subscriber and have watched some of my videos previously, you know that I usually have the camera pointed away from me at whatever I'm videoing, but I'm going to try and be brave and do some videos this way. So this video is sort of a reintroduction of me and my channel, and I'm doing this for a few reasons, not just because I'm on the camera now, but also because I'm going to be doing some changes to this channel as well. And the first change I'm going to make is I'm going to put my name back to how I started it several years ago, and that's Erndales. I can't remember if it was Erndales or Erndales and More, but I think it's Erndales. That was my original name, and that name is also used in several other social media platforms that I'm in. So I think it makes better sense to go back to that. So I have a blog that I've been writing for years, Erndales and More, and I will put the link to my blog in the description below. Please go and check it out. There's all kinds, there's years of stuff on there. I have one of my books on there, got lots of recipes, crafts, stories, all kinds of stuff. A lot of photos of my photos are on there. So check it out. I think it's a pretty good place to find out about me, and there's tons of stuff on there for you to go through if you want. And also I have a Facebook page, Erndales and More, as well, where you can follow me on Facebook if you want. My Instagram page is still Whatever the Weather May Be, and it will stay Whatever the Weather May Be. I just don't see the point in changing that one because that's fairly new. I haven't been on Instagram that long, and Instagram is a little different than the other two platforms, so I think I'll keep it that way. But this will go back to Erndales and More. Or Erndales. I can't remember which was originally, but I'm going to go back to that name. I also am going to be doing more crafting videos than in the past. I have been doing a lot of gardening videos, and I will continue to do those in the gardening season sporadically, because the gardening videos are more for my benefit as we continue to completely revamp our yards. And it's just a way of me of tracking my progress, and I can go back and look and see what I did and what I didn't do and how I like it or I don't like it. So I will continue those, but I will have them in a series or a section of their own, and crafting videos will be in a section of their own. So whatever you're interested in, you can check out. So about me, I'm retired. I've been retired for 5 years, and my husband and I sold our house in the city and moved out here 5 years ago to the country. We live in a tiny little town in western Manitoba, Canada, and we love it. We absolutely love it out here. The community is fantastic, very loving, warm community of great people, farmers, retired farmers. There's all kinds of people out here. A lot of people from the city as well too have moved out here. So we aren't the only newbies in town. But we are very close to the Riding Mountains. And so, you know, the scenery is just absolutely gorgeous. And I'm out there photographing, taking pictures a lot of the beautiful skies and just the wonderful countryside out here. It's just lovely. So we bought this house 5 years ago, and it's a story and a half, and where I'm sitting is the half story, and this is what I call my studio, and I have the whole floor as my studio. So what I've done is I've made sections. Where I'm sitting right now, as you can see, is lots of books and things. I call this my library part. So I have my books back here, and then I have a chair back here where I can sit and knit or crochet or whatever I'm doing. And then beyond that bookshelf behind there, I have a working section where I have tables, work areas, storage. And then beyond that is my office section where I have my desk and my computer. And I even have a little nook with a bed in it in case I get really exhausted after I'm working so hard up here, and I can lay down and have a nap. I have done a video tour of this space up here, and it's on YouTube. I'll try and put a link to it below or above as well, so you can have a look and see my space. It's a great space. It's actually the space that sold us on this house, because I've always wanted a place where I could do my stuff and not have to clean it up at the end of the day and put it all away. I can leave stuff up, and believe you me, this space is a mess most of the time because I have always got something on the go. So this is my space, and most of my videos, crafting videos, will be here. Will be done up here at some point, some section of this room. And and another reason that I don't know, did I say this? Another reason that I want to change my name back as well is that I want to reopen my Etsy shop, which I used to have one, and when I worked full time, but I couldn't keep up with it. It was just too much with working full time and everything. I couldn't really give it the attention that it deserved. So I'm going to reopen it because I have a lot of stuff that I want to move along, starting with these bookcases here. These are full of patterned books that I have been collecting over the years. Some that people have passed on to me that, you know, for whatever reason. A lot of them I bought, but I can tell you right now, if I live to be 100, I'll never use them all. So I think it's time for me to start going through them and pulling out the ones that I can live without and moving them along. And so I'm going to be putting a lot of these in my Etsy shop. And I don't want to make a lot of money on them. I just want to pay for my postage and move them along to somebody who will use them, because they're not being used. A lot of them aren't being used now. I have some really great pattern books in here. Knitting, crocheting, stitching, doll making. There's a lot of baby things in there. Not just clothes, but other things. Rock painting, all kinds of stuff. So I think there's a lot of vintage. I have all my mother's knitting and crocheting books, and I have actually duplicates from other people who have given me the same books. So I will keep my mom's because they were my mom's, but I will pass along all these other ones because they are beautiful patterns. They really, really are. And there are different things that actually you see some of this stuff popping up now on Ravelry and things like that. And I think, oh, I got that in an old book, you know. So some of the vintage books that I have are from the 30s and 40s. So they're really beautiful old patterns. And people are resurrecting them and putting them back into service. And I think that we should do that. You know, it's important that we use up these beautiful resources that we have. So some of those will be going in the Etsy shop, as well as I have a lot of crafting supplies that I would like to pass on that somebody could use that I'm not going to be using anymore. So I will put some of that in my Etsy shop, as well as some of my handmade things as well. So that's another reason for changing the name back to Erndales. I want to have everything sort of with the same name. That's just easier to find me, and it's easier for me as well. So what else? I'm going to be showing you some of the projects that I'm working on. Not today, but next week I'll start that. I've got a lot on the go right now. I've got the Woodland Santa that I'm working on, and I have some knitting projects and some crochet projects, some cross-stitch projects. Like this is a busy time. We're getting up to Christmas, and I make all my own Christmas gifts. I don't buy Christmas gifts at all. So there's a lot to share with you. So I hope that you will come back and, you know, if you like what you see, please press the subscribe and come along with me on this journey. And I will be really brave and do these kind of videos face to face from now on, I hope. So I'm going to end this video here. I've yammered on for 10 minutes now. That's enough. Come back probably early next week. I will have some more on Woodland Santa, and we will be doing some ski making out of bread dough clay. Wait for it. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you really soon. Bye for now.